Hello everyone, I welcome you all. In this video, we will discuss about the force exerted by the jet on inclined stationary plate. In the previous video, we have discussed about the vertical stationary plate. If you haven't seen that video, then you can see the link which is provided in the description box. Without wasting much time, pay your attention towards the force exerted by the jet on an inclined stationary plate. This is the inclined stationary plate which is inclined at an angle of theta with the direction of the jet. This is the axis of the jet and this is the nozzle which is provided to the pipe. So let us consider v is the velocity of the jet in the direction of the x and theta is the angle between the jet and the plate. Then mass of water striking the plate per second, which is equal to m dot equal to rho av, where rho is the density of the water, a is the cross section area of the jet and v is the velocity of the jet. The plate is very smooth and there is no loss of energy due to impact of the jet. Then the jet will move over the plate after striking with a velocity equal to initial velocity, that is v. These are the components of the velocity. This is the v is the velocity of the jet. This is the angle theta and this angle is 90 minus theta. So this component comes out to be v sin theta and this component is a v cos theta. Okay, so this is the diagram which shows the stationary plate which is inclined at an angle theta. This is the normal direction nn, this is the y direction yy, and this is the x direction xx. So the force exerted by the jet on the plate in x direction is fx and force exerted by the jet on the plate in y direction is fy and the force exerted by the jet on the plate in n direction is fn. So this is the basic trigonometric triangle. This is the angle x and opposite to this angle x, opposite side is up and this is the adjacent side and this is the hypotenuse. So sin x is opposite upon hypotenuse, cos x is adjacent upon hypotenuse and tan x is opposite upon adjacent, that is equal to sin x upon cos x. So for this triangle, so this is the free body diagram of the plate and the jet and the forces exerted on the plate. So this is the force fx in x direction, this is the force fy in y direction, this is the force exerted by the jet on the plate in n direction, that is normal direction. So sin theta is equal to fx upon fn and cos theta is equal to fy upon fn. So force exerted by the jet on the plate in the direction normal to the plate is fn, which is equal to mass of jet striking per second. Mass per second is nothing but the mass flow rate into initial velocity of the jet before striking in the direction of n minus final velocity of the jet after striking in the direction of n. So fn is equal to rho av, that is mass of jet striking per second, that is mass flow rate rho av, into initial velocity of the jet before striking in the direction of a n. So in the direction of a n, this velocity in v is in x direction. We have to calculate velocity in normal direction. So this is v, this is the plate which is inclined at an angle theta. So this angle comes out to be 90 minus theta. So this is v cos 90 minus theta. So cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. So this is equal to v into sin theta. So this initial velocity of the jet before striking in the direction of n is v sin theta minus final velocity after striking. There is no any final velocity after striking in the normal direction. This is the normal direction. After striking, there is no velocity in this direction. That means this velocity comes out to be 0. So normal force Fn is equal to rho a v square into sin theta. Remember this. Now this force can be resolved into two components. First, in the direction of jet, that is fx, and perpendicular to the direction of the flow, that is fy. Therefore fx is equal to component of fn in the direction of the flow. Therefore fx is equal to fn cos of 90 minus theta. You can see in this diagram fx is equal to fn, this angle is cos 90 minus theta, this angle is 90 minus theta between fn and fx. Therefore fx is equal to fn cos of 90 minus theta, that is fn sin theta, and fy is cos of fn into sin of 90 minus theta, that is fy is equal to fn cos theta. So you can see here fx is equal to fn cos of 90 minus theta, and therefore fx comes out to be fn sine theta, and therefore fx is equal to fn is what, rho a v square, fn is what, rho a v square sine theta. Put this value here, rho a v square sine theta into sine theta, that comes out to be sine square theta. So final value of fx is rho a v square sine square theta, and fy is the component of fn in the direction perpendicular to the flow. Therefore fy is equal to fn sine of 90 minus theta. That means sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta. Therefore fy is equal to fn cos theta. Put value of fn, that is rho a v square sine theta. So this fy comes out to be rho a v square sine theta into cos theta. If you like this video, then please subscribe and like my channel. Thank you.